step, especially from the first baseman, and you've got some speed. You know what it was like when you were dropping those down from the left side.
Oh, without question.
2 on, 1 out. That pitch is outside to Danny Espinosa, who rolled out but picked up the RBI in the first inning.
I'll tell you what, Vic, we're in a situation here. 2 offensive clubs. Yes, the guys that are doing an outstanding job on the mound. You've got 2 guys on the base paths right now. 40 stolen base guy in Mr. O'Malley and a 42 stolen base guy in Matt Engel. With 1 out here, this may be an opportunity where you start to see some guys move along a little bit on the base paths.
Good pitch in at the knees. That evens the count. You can see it a little bit, too. At least I did from our vantage point. O'Malley at second base trying to get a timing mechanism. This isn't, I would imagine, it's not a sign. This is the trail runner at first base is going off of what O'Malley's doing at second base.
No, there's no doubt about it. Matter of fact, you can see that guy on first looking at the guy on second, the runner that is. Now, if you're one of the first base coach or the third base coach, what you've got, as well as the guy in the dugout, you've got a clock trying to get an idea what the time to home plate is of the guy that's on the mound. And when you start talking about guys trying to steal third base, you're looking for anywhere in that 1-4-5 on up range.
There they go.
There they go.
And they picked a perfect pitch. The off-speed pitch.
There you go.
Double steal. With runners at second and third with 1 out.
Obviously, you got to read the first pitch on what his fastball time would be to home plate. When we talk about fastball times, breaking ball, and times in general to home plate, it's from the time that he starts to break his hands to the time the catcher catches the ball. That's what you're looking for. And in a situation where you're at first and second, having an opportunity to not just pick a guy who's a little bit slower to the plate, but pick a pitch that happens to be his slowest pitch in this situation, a breaking ball was the perfect time to go.
And as a matter of fact, just going back to the point of the first, or the trail runner going off the guy in front of him, LaCroix behind the plate was geared in the entire time on that angle. He knew that that's the one guy I have a chance, especially with a right-handed batter at the plate. No throw from LaCroix, who had a caught stealing in the second inning. A 2-ball, 2-strike count now on Danny Espinosa. Of LaCroix. We'll reset and do it again at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now, Danny did an outstanding job in the first inning with his first at bat. They were giving him the ground ball RBI, and he did exactly that, hitting that ground ball to second base. Now, obviously here he's protecting a little bit more than he otherwise would with 2 strikes. But Danny's a guy, switch hitter, both sides of the plate. Has done an outstanding job for him, not just at the plate here in the AFL, but in the field as well. And talking with guys earlier, here's another guy that's got an opportunity to knock in that door come spring training in 010.
Another 2-2. Breaking ball, foul tip, hung on by LaCroix. There's out number 2. Second strikeout of the inning for Braddock.
Came at a good time. Contact hitter.
Go, Braddock, bring it up, baby.
Breaking ball that actually stayed out, and as Danny tried to fight that thing off, foul tip right back in the glove. And
yes, sir.
Ends up being a great pitch in a great spot. 2 outs, second and third.
I tell you what, the naked eye, I still think that's a good approach. The pitch away from you, it still even looked, even though he struck out, trying to put the ball in play to the right side.
No, there's no doubt exactly what he was trying to do.
Here's Corey Brown. Takes a fastball for a strike. Brown went down looking in the first inning, so he's 0 for 1. Braddock, by the way, this past year, 3-2, a 179 earned run average. 62 strikeouts in his 40 in the third innings between Brevard County at AA Huntsville. Holding opponents to a 193 batting average against. Here's the 0-1. Brown swings, skies it down the left field line. Long run over for Dustin Ackley. He's had this play before. This time he drops it. It is a foul ball. Talked about it the first time. It's not easy.
Oh, it's tough out there. It is very tough. You mentioned the high sky, and you know, being able to pick the ball up when it looks like the sky is endless up there, combined with the fact that that sun is sitting right over our right shoulder and right over the dugout of the Peoria Javelinas. He's looking right into that sun out there in left field.
Maybe even got a piece of the glove.
Tough play.
So, 2 the count. count. See if it comes back to Hunt. Here's the 0-2. Downstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. They charged Ackley with error. And huff in the Arizona Fall League.
That's a tough play to make, especially when you run from the spot that he was sitting at.
2-2 now.
We talked a little bit about Corey Brown earlier, the fact that he does what he does in the outfield, all 3 positions, put together solid at bats. 0-2 to 2-2, as he doesn't and hasn't sped himself up of a guy who's throwing the ball extremely hard.
2-2 got him on a fastball. 3 strikeouts in the inning for